Yeah, cut. We go by the Spirit. Read on.
Acts chapter 7, verse 7 again.
Read on.
And the nation to whom they shall be in bondage will I judge.
The Lord said, the nation to whom they be in bondage will I judge. So now you go to the Father and tell him he's wrong for that. Okay, the Lord says he's going to judge them as a nation. Read on.
And, saith God, and after that shall they come forth and serve me in this place.
So the same, notice our enslavement in Egypt was similar, except here in America, the enslavement was much worse, man. Okay, because the modern day Pharaoh and the Egyptians, meaning you so-called white people through the Spirit, you were just killing our people left and right. And in ancient Egyptians, they just made our lives hard with brick and mortar. They just made us work double shifts. And you white people not only make us work double shifts, you killing our people in the streets and you hanging them, you lynched them, you burned them. I mean, the ancient Egyptians really didn't go that far. Okay, you took it to that level. Okay, that's why the Lord hates you even worse than the ancient Egyptians. That's why your plagues is going to be even greater, man. That's why the Lord tells you that after you serve captivity, he's going to exterminate all of you. See, the Egyptians, the Lord judged them, but they're still going to be a nation of people as our slaves. When you so-called white people get judged, you're going to be not only judged, but then after you serve your captivity, you're going to be exterminated. That's how much hatred the Lord has for you. So let's go back to Deuteronomy 23 and 7. So now that's the understanding of why the Lord said not to abhor them. But later on in the scriptures, the Lord said, hate the evil, love the good. All right? And the Lord spoke about how he hate Esau, but we're going to get that in a minute. So read it again, brother.
Deuteronomy chapter 23, verse 7.
Read on.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite.
So we didn't hate Esau. When we came out of Egypt, we didn't hate Esau. We asked Esau to pass through our land. He said no. Read on.
For he is thy brother.
For he is our brother. But brothers don't hang brothers, and brothers don't lynch, rape, rob, and murder brothers. So apparently Esau, he doesn't look at us as our brother. You coons, you want to look at him as your brother, but Esau looking at you as a nigger, a spick, a monkey. Okay, he don't give a damn about you. He want to hang you on a tree. He's looking at your neck to see how good that rope would fit around you. That's what he's doing. Read on.
Thou shalt not, thou shalt not abhor an Egyptian.
Read on.
Because thou was a stranger in his land.
So certain Egyptians, when you understand, came with us out of Egypt. You understand that? And when they came to us, they came out of Egypt, and they was our servants. And they made themselves circumcised, and they made themselves keep the law and things of that nature, and they was our servants. So we read about the courts of the Gentiles. The courts of the Gentiles was outside of Israel, okay, outside of the main temple. You had the high priest temple, the high priest part, then you had the priest, then you had the men of Israel, then you had the women and children, and the courts of the Gentiles was on the far outside. But when you read the book of Revelations, it tells you that the court of the Gentile, the court of the temple measuring not, for it's given unto the Gentiles. All right, so that means that in the New Testament, the Lord tells the Gentiles they're going to be our slaves. They're going to be our servants. The Lord is not even concerned with them. You understand? Let's get 2 Kings 8 and 20 though. Let's get the book of 2 Kings, the 8th chapter and the 20th verse.
2 Kings chapter 8, verse 20.
After that thou shalt have a whore Edomite spirit. Let's see what the Lord did. 2 Kings 8 verse 20.
In his days, Edom revolted from under the hand of Judah.
So here it is. This is a story of Edom, the so-called white race, coming up against our people. During the ancient times. They revolted against Judah. Read on.
And made a king over themselves.
They made a king over themselves. Read on.
So Joram went over to Zaire.
Read on.
And all the chariots with him.
Read on.
And he rose by night.
Read on.
And smote the Edomites which compassed him about.
What was one Israelite? What did that Israelite do?
And smote the Edomites which compassed him round about.
So Edomites rose up against us. So if God says to love everybody, this Israelite, Joram, he went over to Zaire and with all the chariots with him, and he rose by night and he killed the Edomites, man. He killed the Edomites. This was a man that was killing off Esau when Esau came up against our people. Has Esau came up against our people today? Yes. So why are you coons talking about how we need to still love them and they could still be saved? But our forefathers wasn't with that spirit. When the Edomites came and revolted against us, we returned fire and we started killing them, man. We have yet to begin to return fire on these Edomites, what they have done to our people, the rape, rob, and murder. We have yet to do that. See, spiritually, we're killing them with this word, but there's going to come a time when Christ comes back, and also these last days, we're going to be killing them with our bare hands, man. And it tells you that in Isaiah 11th chapter. Read on.
And the captains of the chariots.
Read on.
And the people fled into their tents.
So we was killing off the captains of the Edomites, man. And the people was fleeing into their tents, man, when we rose back against them for what they did to us. Read on.
Yet Edom revolted from under the hand of Judah unto this day.
Unto this day. Edom was still going against you Judites. Who is Judah? The so-called African Americans. Even to this day, you understand, there's still beef between that so-called white man and mainly you so-called Negroes. Okay, that's the #1 enemy, okay, to the so-called white man is you so-called African Americans. And then it follows down to the West Indians and Haitians, the Latinos and Latinas, okay, and the Native and Seminole Indians. The #1 enemy to the so-called white man is the African American. He really goes against Judah because he knows Judah's the head. He's a head tribe. So he figures that by killing off and decapitating the head, the body shall fall. So Esau really got beef with you so-called African Americans, you Negroes, man. He hates all of Israel, but he especially hates you so-called African Americans, man. He'll put drugs into your community. He'll COINTEL your programs, whatever it takes to make sure that the niggas don't rise up against the system. He don't give a damn. Let it be done. If he gotta put if he gotta put a black-faced nigga as president, a so-called African, if he gotta put an African up there to help furthermore the destruction and cause you so-called Negroes, and let it be. The white man don't give a damn. He'll kill his own mother to make sure that a nigga dies. But you Gentiles, you so-called Negro COONALITES, you want to make all videos talking about how they can be saved and delivered. When the Gentiles looking at you, maybe the white man looking at you like, nigga, you don't know that I just put a bomb underneath your house, man? Okay, I just put a damn bomb underneath your damn house, man. It's about to go off any minute. Can't stand you. Read on.
Then Libnah revolted at the same time.
Read on.
And the rest of the acts of Joram and all that he did, are they not written in the book of the Chronicles of the Kings of Judah?
So you see that? So let's go back to Deuteronomy 23:7. So Esau, after that, thou shalt for Edomite, Edom began to rise up against us. That's the point I wanted to bring out. Okay, Esau began to rise up against us, and then that thou shalt not abhor Edomite spirit went out the door. Now we started killing them. Okay, we started killing them because they started to kill us and come up against us. See, during the time that Moses said this, they didn't do anything to us. Okay, but Esau broke that covenant. We want furthermore prove that Obadiah. Give me Deuteronomy 23:7 again, brother.
Thou shalt not abhor an Edomite, for he is thy brother.
See that? For he is thy brother. Thou shalt abhor an Edomite. So you coons take that and think that we're not supposed to hate the so-called white man. But you don't understand there's a reason why. You understand that the Lord said that. Give me Obadiah verse 10. Okay, the reason why the Lord said that, because Esau didn't do nothing against us. But later on, our forefathers, when Esau rose up against us, we started kicking their tail and killing them. And they likewise started killing off our men. And when they came in power, the Greeks and the Romans, they decided that they was going to do something even better. They was going to start indoctrinating us with their philosophies that they learned from ancient Babylon. Okay, they want to destroy Israel. Not only physically, but destroy them spiritually. Matter of fact, they saw it better to destroy Israel spiritually because physically they said they could be our slaves and help build up our kingdom. But we're going to destroy them spiritually so we could stop them from revolting against us. See, if we indoctrinate these Israelites into thinking that they're supposed to love us and that we all supposed to love each other and be all cool, then that helps ease the process of us indoctrinating them against the laws of the Most High. Okay, they'll become like us now. They become like Gentiles. That's why in the New Testament, there's two types of Gentiles. There's the actual Gentiles, and then there's the Israelites that followed after Gentile customs. They were known as the Hellenists or Hellenized Jews. During the diaspora, after the Greeks came on power on the earth, a lot of our people, like it tells you in the book of Maccabees, began to follow after the so-called white man. They stopped calling themselves Jews. They started calling themselves Greeks and Romans. Okay, just like today. Negroes call himself an African American. You try to tell him he's a Jew, that's far-fetched in his mind. He can't believe that he's a Jew. The white man in Israel, this man has done a job with our people. Because back then, all right, really, he didn't try to portray himself to be a Jew. Now he's running around the earth claiming he's a Jew. He's totally destroyed and annihilated our people spiritually. Okay, because our people, back then we knew who he was. Now we don't even know who the hell we are. And we got a bunch of imposters posing to be us now in Israel and throughout the four corners of the earth. But like we say, and like we always say, the Bible tells you, when the real Jews come into the land of Israel, nation should not lift up sword against nation. So why is there more war in Afghanistan? Why is the American generals reporting back to the White House and to the Pentagon that we need more troops? We are losing this war in Afghanistan. Okay, just like the Soviet Union was losing the war and eventually lost in '89 and withdrew its troops, why is the American troops in Afghanistan, as being reported, sending messages through their generals back to the Pentagon or the headquarters of the White House for the military saying that we're about to lose this war, we need more armies? Why is that going on? If the real Jews in their land, there's not going to be no more wars. Tel Aviv just went through some hellfire like 6 months ago because they want to be a bunch of faggots over there in southwest Israel. They want to be a bunch of homos in their nightclub, so the Lord has some damn crazy nutcase go up there and blow up the nightclub. Okay, strap some C4 to